Hare Krishna. Today we are reading 3.19, and over here, Lord Krishna is continuing. So, yesterday we were hearing that how we should always depend on Krishna. And for someone who has realized the self, we are very far from there, but we are walking on the path. And the first step to realizing the self is that understanding and accepting that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Right? There are so many descriptions. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Vasudeva Sarva iti. Right? There are so many references to Krishna being the supreme personality of Godhead. So we are the path of self-discovery starts at this step when we accept that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Today, you tell anyone this, no one is ready to accept it. Everybody thinks that this is a God, this is God, this is God, that there are millions of gods. It's not that there are millions of God. How can there be millions of gods? There's only one God. The one who is realized the self, they perform work, activity, or anything they do for the pleasure of Krishna, on behalf of Krishna. That's what we were reading yesterday in 3.18. That a self realized man does not have to do all of these yagyas or the activities described in the Vedas, because that is all done to purify oneself. When we do activities for sense gratification or for our material gain, that I will do this or I will do this trick and get this money or get this wealth or get this relationship, all of these things. So when we have to purify from those bad deeds that we may have done in previous lifetimes or this lifetime, that's where all of these Vedas, Shastras, whatever they prescribe should be done, all of those duties. But when one is performing, one is self realized. Again, we are very far from being self realized. But first step to that is accepting Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when will we accept that? When we approach a bona fide spiritual master. And then what does the bona fide spiritual master make us do? He makes us surrender, because Krishna says, surrender unto me, and I shall deliver you without fail. He'll get rid of all of your sins, Krishna. So Krishna is saying over here that therefore, without being attached to the fruit of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the supreme. So without attachment, how do we work? Because we are working. But I should get money. I should get a house. I should get more cars. I should get more status in society. So when all of those things we put aside and we work, that I have to do this, because today, in today's satsang, that Bapuji satsang, it was such a beautiful, beautiful satsang that is undescribable. Bapuji has gone into great detail about, we always see and hear that Krishna was always dancing with the gopis. He was always joyful, happy. But when Krishna had tears in his eyes, when he was in Dwarka, when he was away from the gopis, when Krishna was born, he was born in a jail cell. Imagine the Supreme Personality of Godhead being born in a jail cell instead of a palace. And then at birth, his parents were switched. Then he became 8 years old. And as soon as he was born, Putna, Akasur, Aghasur, all of these Rakshasas started attacking him. When he got a little bit older, right, he lifted the Govardhan. And then at 8 years old, he went to Mathura. And from there, he went straight to Dwarka, leaving behind Yashoda Maya, Nand Baba, all of his loved ones, all the gopis, all of Radharani. So during that katha, Bapuji explains that what is our duty, right? Because the question came up today. First, there was a part of a question that Bapuji had mentioned a few days ago, that in our heart, we should always carry Krishna in our heart. The question was, but we always keep our loved ones, other people in our heart. So then how can we keep Krishna also there? Bapuji began describing that how even that work that we're doing for our loved ones, it is not that they are our loved ones, they are our past karma, they are our prarabdha. Remember, this body we have received to suffer for all of the misdeeds we may have performed in our previous lives. So, all of the relations also that we have, that is not there for us to be happy. It is there because we have suffering through that prarabdha. Right? Our suffering has come in that form. So that's how we should learn to accept it. So over here, when Krishna is saying one should act as a matter of duty, it is that we're acting so that we can finish all of our past karma, all of the suffering. When we act as a matter of duty, that I am doing this duty towards my parents, towards my husband, towards my wife, towards my kids. And by doing this, right, I'm serving Krishna, removing, I'm taking a step further in doing away with my past karmas. That should be the goal. And over here, Krishna is also advising Arjuna, right, that Arjuna should fight because Krishna wants him to fight, not for winning or losing, not for that material gratification. Because when we perform those actions, because Krishna wants us to. So Krishna doesn't want us to go and sit on the side and simply chant his name the whole day. He wants us to perform our duty. Perform, but without being attached to the fruits. I'm doing this for my wife, she will become happy, and then she will also get me something, or she will buy me something, or my parents will give me another gift if I give them something, right? All of that, no, it doesn't work like that. So, Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight over here, and that's what Arjuna also will say in the end. Because he's not fighting for any material benefit over here, he doesn't even want the kingdom. In fact, Krishna himself had gone and asked Duryodhan for 5 villages for each one of the Pandav brothers. But when one performs the duty, I'm doing this, I'm working so that I can make money to take care of the family, right? To serve Krishna. If we look at all of that as a matter of accountability, of responsibility that we have to fulfill and nothing more, then we will not get attached to it. We will, then we are and we are remembering Krishna through that process the entire day. Then we will not be attached to the fruits. We're not doing it that I'm doing this to satisfy my child or to satisfy my parents. I'm doing this so that Krishna is satisfied that yes, I sent this person. He is performing not only he's performing his religious duties, spiritual duties, where he's getting up early, chanting, serving me, but along with that, also taking care of the people around him. He's acting when he's always thinking about me. So he's acting on my behalf. He's acting with love to everyone. There's no hatred. All of these things in the 12th chapter also Krishna will describe that what are the kinds of um, traits or personality traits or things that he likes to see in a person, in a devotee. But for now, the biggest thing to understand is that when we are doing any activities, do it for the pleasure of Krishna, that it is my duty, right? And I'm doing this so that Krishna will become happy. And when we work in that, because we are working to please Krishna, to serve Krishna, or on behalf of Krishna, we are not working, we don't, not that we don't care, but we don't really feel significantly elated if something goes really well, or we become significantly sad if something does not go well. If something doesn't go well, okay, well, Krishna wanted it this way, or I was doing it for Krishna, so it's not my personal win or my personal loss, right? Without being attached to the fruits. Remember, it's like someone, an influencer trying to create a video and saying that I'm creating this video only for it to go viral, right? And then if it doesn't go viral, doesn't get a million views or a million likes, then we start thinking, oh my God, I did such a bad job. What is this? If we create a video to educate someone, to teach someone something, and we know we have done our duty because that was something that we can do. People that are following me as an influencer, it is my responsibility to not only just share this with them, but also share with them the right facts. I have done that. Now, whether that goes viral or only a few people watch it, that should not be attached to that. We should do our duty because Krishna will be happy with that. So, with that, we will end here and then we'll continue tomorrow. So over here, Krishna, we'll start with 3.20 tomorrow, and before we end, we'll chant together Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bihari Lal Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Hare Krishna.